Hey guys.
Welcome back to Harsh-Worded, Tender-Hearted. Last episode, we talked about navigating the dating world, and this episode, we're going to be talking about going on dates and how to feel confident on a first date or any date. When we were thinking about this episode, we were saying for Kai, she's never been on a date, but she could she knows what makes her feel confident.
I can
and she
fantasize. I can imagine.
Yeah.
I
She
know what
knows
I want.
She would do. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I find that I feel the most confident on dates when I pre-game properly. I have to be in a good mood. So I have to put myself
That's true.
in a
I have
good
to
mood.
be in a good mood.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just sets the tone wrong for the whole night if I'm in a bad mood.
Exactly. I have an
Yeah.
attitude and then I'm
Yeah.
annoyed, you're annoyed.
It's
We're not
not a
going to
good
get to know each
time.
other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full body shower, of course.
Yes, everything.
Always,
shower.
always. I full body shave every single day when I'm consecutively sleeping with somebody.
Oh.
Definitely before a date. Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I do that when I go out.
Yeah, right?
With my friends too.
Right.
Full body
same.
shave, everything shower. I'm exfoliating. My hair is washed.
What are you wearing? I feel like it depends where you go, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. I love a good excuse to dress up. So ideally, I would be a tiny bit overdressed for whatever situation we're going to.
But I can't really be overdressed. No such thing as being overdressed or overeducated. As you say.
Exactly. Like, even if we were going somewhere casual, I'd just be elevated casual.
Yeah.
I don't know why I want to set that impression.
I'm like that too. One time I went to a basketball game and then I was dressed how I normally dress, but the way I normally dress to casual things is a little bit more elevated than
Right.
a regular casual thing.
Right.
And then they were like, why are you dressing like that? I was like, I just dress like this.
Yeah, okay, so one of my friends had said something to me. She comes out with us sometimes when we go out to the club or to a party or whatever. And we invited her out with us again, and she said that she needed to find something to wear because she always feels underdressed around us. And I was like, really? That's weird because we're just
to us, it's just casual.
Yeah.
It's the norm.
It's normal. Exactly. Me and Audrey, when we were younger, teenagers, we would take a taxi somewhere to have dinner together and wear heels.
Oh, that's cute.
Like
I like that.
when we couldn't drive yet. So we grew up on it.
If it's something casual, I'm probably just gonna wear something simple, like jeans and a basic top and then jewelry accessorized, because that's my everyday sort of thing, but it's still also kind of elevated.
True.
It depends what we're doing. If we're going out for dinner, it's cute dinner, then maybe I'll wear nice jeans and nice shoes and a cute little off the shoulder sweater.
We were talking before how I don't really do the whole going on dates thing. They're more special, I think, and they're more fun when you're already dating somebody.
Yeah.
So I like to get to know somebody on more of a chill level.
You hang out.
So yeah. So I often will it depends how we classified the hangout. Because if it's set in stone, this is a date, I'm asking you out on a date, I'm wearing something cuter.
Yes.
I wear this to hang out with the other guys that I hang out with. This is also the uniform there. I'm in the same black sweatsuit every time, no matter where we go to eat. But I'm not trying to impress.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it's not a date, technically.
Exactly.
It's not classified as a date.
Exactly. I don't care. Are they picking you up?
If I feel like I know them well enough, then yeah, pick me up. But if
Okay.
I'm iffy,
Yeah.
or I don't feel completely comfortable
Okay.
to entrust my life with you, then I'm meeting you.
This is one of those other cloudy things for me because I'll let a stranger pick me up for a fun night from my house. So I don't know. I'm just so used to doing that. So on a date, of course you're picking me up.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's an official date, of course. If I'm expecting the men that don't mean shit to me to be picking me up, you're picking me up on a date. You know?
Yeah.
So because I always like to, I said, I pre-drink, not a lot, just a one small mixed drink while I'm getting ready. And I always say that if the date is going bad, then at that point you have the opportunity to drink. And if the date is going great, you have the opportunity to drink. So it makes everything go smoother. And I'm not saying that I always drink on a date, but I'm usually drinking on a date. What are some first date questions? Things that you would ask them to get to know them.
I don't have specific questions, but I do have topics I would like to cover.
Okay, true.
Depending on how the conversation flows, because it's if I have a set bank of questions, I'm gonna get so caught up on asking them perfectly the way I have it written down in my head that I'm just gonna end up sounding stupid.
Okay, fair.
So it depends on.
You don't think that having a question prepared would make it
ease
easier
the stress?
Yeah, to come up with something on the spot and saying something wrong?
No, because I'm very much go with the flow of the conversation.
Okay, true. See, that's the thing, is I find with dates, when you go on actual dates,
It's
flow
kind of
of
like an interview.
conversation is so hard. because
Yes,
both
you don't really
people are
know each
so
other that
nervous.
much.
Yeah. And even with men, I've spoken with men about like how nervous they get, and like they also
Mhm.
like kind of calculate how
Gonna
they're gonna present
say.
themselves, what they're gonna say, because everybody's nervous. Like there's so
Mhm.
much pressure. So I like to have a bank of questions because the flow of conversation is always so hard. So like I
For
can kind
sure.
of pick up the conversation wherever needed, just with a
Mhm.
question. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
have like smaller questions, obviously, that I would lead into these bigger questions. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't just come out and be like, "Tell me about your mom," but like,
No, it's like what do you do for work? What are your
exactly,
hobbies? Stuff
yeah,
like that. Yeah, like
exactly.
stuff like that. But I don't have like specific like
Okay, fair. What are
yeah
some topics that you'd want to cover?
topics. Did they go to school? What did they do for work? How's your family? Tell me about your friends. What are your hobbies?
Okay, true,
You know,
true.
like what's your favorite songs? Do you like music?
Okay, true, true,
Yeah.
true. I am very, like I've said, very like picky now.
Mhm.
Like I don't want anything superficial. I don't want anything shallow. I want this to be like, I don't want you to fucking waste my time. I've wasted so much of my goddamn time, and there will be no second date if I don't like you. So it's like if I can't get a vibe on that on the first date, it's like whatever.
I feel like I could ask them what their priorities are. Like, what would you
Okay,
say
true.
are your priorities right now? Because then it's like one that tells you like their values and what they deem important.
Right.
And then it'll also tell you like if they even have the time and energy to invest in having a relationship. If you're just figuring things out, you don't have a lot of time or energy to allocate towards like a relationship other than figuring things out for yourself.
I like to know about friendships.
Yeah, that's one of the questions I would ask too, because it's like your friends and who you keep around you are very telling of who you are.
This kind of goes against like how I say I'm like so quick to cut people off, but it's just because I like to be proud of my circle. So at first this question came up in my head is like, how long is your longest best friend? Sometimes people bounce from friendship to friendship just like they do relationship to relationship. So if you can't keep a friend, there's no goddamn way you can keep a relationship.
That's true.
And I also hate when people have their relationship as their only source of
friendship,
social,
like,
yeah.
companionship.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't not have a life outside of your relationship.
Yeah. So if you say that you don't really have any friends, then I don't want to be spending
That's kind
all
of a
my
red
time
flag,
with
to be
you.
honest.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
Because like, why don't you have friends?
Well, I also say that I don't really have any friends right now.
No, but you
like,
do have friends.
right, right, and I spend a lot of my time alone. So like, but if I think that you're gonna need to be spending too much time with me, no. If you like have a brand new group of friends every 2 weeks, no. And even just like about your friends, like if I can tell that the only friendships you have are superficial,
Yeah.
I don't think this is gonna work out.
Or if you're talking like badly about your friends or painting your friends in a bad light, because it's like you may know like the intricate details of your friendship, but it's like if you're going on a date, this person doesn't know anything about your friends.
Right. Also, how would you speak about me?
Yeah.
It's very telling of the things that I'm looking for and not looking for. Family's touchy for me because I'm very quick to make a joke about trauma, and
See, I'm
hate-
looking for that though.
no, some people are and some people
Yeah.
aren't. Like I'll
I'm not looking for that, but I'm looking to see if you do that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. I would ask about work. If you don't have a job, you're a bum. You're automatically done if you don't have a job. I don't really want to hear anything else. Your work ethic is important. That's important to me in like relationships, even friendships. I think what you do even is important. Not like super important in the sense that it would be a deciding factor, but I think that it's nice to know what somebody does. You can kind of see what their lifestyle is and
That's true.
the hours that they work and the availability that they have to see you even and stuff, to talk to you. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying?
yeah.
Like yeah, it would be great to date a doctor, but like
They're busy.
yeah, they're so busy. So I would definitely need to know what your job is. Mine is kind of a turnoff for some people.
Well, I feel like because there's such a stigma around cannabis.
Yeah, when people ask me what I do for work or what my job is, I'm like, I grow cannabis for a living. That's my answer every time. And some people are just like perplexed. Like they're like, what do
Really?
you mean? Again, I'd need to know if you smoke. I need to, or your views on cannabis at least.
That's true, yeah.
Your views. It's a little bit more controversial than alcohol. So I'd need to know your views on cannabis. I think that matters a little bit more. Because that also too, if you're gonna stigmatize that, are you gonna stigmatize everything else? Like it's just like, are
Yeah.
you following are you just a stigma?
Well, yeah, because if they have poor
You need
views
to be
on
progressive, yeah.
Yeah, if you have poor views on it and they find out you are like an avid smoker, they're
Right.
gonna like put their preconceptions onto you.
Right.
Yeah.
I literally told Booth guy, I said, I've done this before, I'm not doing it again. Like,
Oh,
if
yeah, I forgot about that he was like, I don't do that. And then as soon as he found that you did that, you're like,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went out into that little stairway and he's like, I was like, do you have a joint? And he's like, the most I would smoke is a cigarette right now. The fact that he said that, like,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, what are you talking about? So you have a problem with one, but not the other. And he's like, no, that fucks with your brain. Like, people that do that. And I was like, okay, that was it. That was the last thing you needed to say. And I know how this ends for you, you know? So I need to know your views on that because it's such a big part of my life and my job. And I'm not going to fight about it again. Like I said, I did that before and it was like crazy. And even if it's okay if you don't smoke, but you need to be okay with it, you know? And I don't want to hear it. If I have to hear about it ever again, then I don't want it. Because I've had people like that don't smoke, but will let me smoke, but then they'll make a comment about it every time I walk out that door to take a toke.
Oh, that's annoying though.
Exactly. Kind of the same with the drinking. Less controversial, but still important to me because I've done that before too. And I can't do the arguments about drinking. So you can say you're okay with it, but like if it comes up again, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very quick to I just don't have time to waste anymore. I'm just done. You know? I'm just done. I have a lot of first date icks. Do you have first date icks?
I have a couple things that I think would be first date icks.
Okay, like what?
You only talk about themselves and they don't really.
Yes, I have that on
they
mine.
don't really ask me about myself, or like they don't seem interested in anything I'm saying. Even when I'm just out, or like, people I've met offhandedly, they'll talk about themselves and only themselves for like however long we're talking, and then they'll be like, "Well, you're like, I really like you. Like you're like cool." It's like you don't know me. I just let you talk about yourself.
So what you're saying is I'm a great listener.
Yeah, like.
Oh my god, I can't. And then they're like kicking their feet talking about themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my first date icks. You'll lose me and I'll just be gone. I won't be present.
I'll like
the entire
dissociate
time.
halfway through.
Exactly.
If they have a general air of arrogance,
Yes.
like if their vibes are like off, I'm like, nah.
Yes.
No.
And confidence is very different.
It's
than, like,
different from arrogance.
Yeah.
There's like a sense of entitlement that comes along with the arrogance, and I don't.
Exactly.
Like, you're blessed to be in my time.
Exactly.
It's like, okay.
Exactly.
Chill out.
On their phone too much. It's
True.
kind of related to that.
They're like constantly checking their phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I value time. And I'm kind of like.
It's kind of like, is there something better that you could be doing?
Right. Or like, why did you take me on a date then?
Yeah.
You
If you're just
know?
gonna be checking
Like,
your
I
phone
could
on
be
your
at home.
phone. Rude to wait staff.
Yes. That's a big one for
That's a
me
big
too.
one.
And even just like people around, like if somebody's holding the door for you, are you gonna say thank
yeah.
you?
I notice that.
Yeah.
Like, I take note of that if they hold the door. Not even just for me, just for anybody.
Yeah. Like manners. You know? They're important.
I get annoyed if people order for me at restaurants.
Me too.
I get like, I'm not a child.
Okay. I don't care as much, but that kind of goes along with my whole thing with
Hyper
food.
independent. Oh, I was gonna say if it went along with your hyper independence thing.
Well, you'd think it would.
Yeah.
Right? And it sometimes does. It depends on who does it. But like there are often times that I just struggle with food too much that I'm a little bit more okay with that than
People
something
ordering
else.
for you?
Yeah.
I'm talking like they ask me, "Oh, do you know what you're getting?" And I say, "Yeah, I'm getting this." And then the wait.
Oh, I've had that. No, I've
the
had
waitress
that.
comes around and they're like, "I'm gonna get this," and she's gonna get this.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I can order for myself.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I'm surprised you like people opening doors for you then.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine for me. It makes you feel like a princess.
That is so funny.
But ordering, it's like I can speak.
Yeah.
It
no,
makes
I get
you know
that.
what?
I
Maybe
get
because
that.
it makes me feel like I'm being silenced.
Okay, true.
Maybe
True.
that's why. Another ick is if they make comments about things that I say or do. Because, like, for example, I've been told I talk fast. I've had people, like, just stare at me, and I'll be, like, questioning why are they staring at me. They'll be like, "You talk fast, eh?" But it's, like, an air of, like, judgment. Like, I can tell that you're judging me.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I just talk fast. Like, if I can kind of, like, gauge if I'm talking too fast or not, so I try to slow it down, but then it's like...
Oh, I
they'll
talk fast
just-
no matter what. If you can't keep up, stay behind.
Like,
I'm not
hate
gonna.
a you talk fast, eh?
I
hate that.
I've gotten that a lot too. My answer to that is always I know, right? Because I do talk fast.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not gonna slow down for you though. So if you can't keep up, do not enter my space.
That's true.
Unfortunately, like I don't have the patience for that anymore, but I'm kind of like I'm more iffy about people. I've had a lot of people, male and female, consistently throughout the conversation comment about my body or my physical appearance.
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
Or like inappropriate comments.
That'd
And
be
it's
icky.
kind of like, yes, I kind of present myself as somebody who's hypersexualized because I am hypersexualized.
But that's not all there is to you.
Yeah. And if we're on a date, like, no. Like, it's like, it's all you're thinking about, really, you know?
Yeah.
Especially over dinner. I hate it over dinner.
Oh my god,
Oh my
because you're
God.
like kind of trapped there.
I know,
Not gonna lie,
right?
like you're trapped at the table.
I know. And it's like, if that's what you're sitting, like thinking across from me, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't like it when people belittle my knowledge on something. Like, how are
Okay.
you gonna tell me something I do or don't know?
I love a good debate.
I love a good debate.
That was
but
my
if it's like,
favorite thing about Car Guy, because like every time somebody would say something, the other one would be like, have you ever considered this?
no, I like a good debate when it's respectful. Like, for example, I like Formula One, right?
Mhm.
I got my first, I bet you only like Formula One because the drivers are hot. And then regardless of whether or not I do think they're attractive, it's like I am allowed to like sports. And it's weird because yesterday too, I was kind of being quizzed on it because they were like, no way, like you don't know anything about it. And then it's like, God forbid I actually enjoy something. Because it's like I have to kind of prove that I'm like worthy of liking something, but then the reasons why I like something have to align with like what they perceive as worthy. Does that make sense?
Yes, and it's so like inner childhood trauma.
It is. Which is why I don't like it. That's why it's an ick. It's like, why are
But
you
it's
making
like,
these
I think
comments
you
about
have
it?
to learn how to just like be. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Or like shoes.
Or like sticks and stones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let and that's why I'm so big on clowning myself. It's because like nothing you can say is ever going to hurt my feelings.
Ugh,
You
fair.
have to physically hurt me to hurt my feelings. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Or like
I'm very sensitive like that.
not choose me. I used
A lot
to
of
be.
things a lot of things will hurt my feelings.
Yeah, no, a lot of things used to hurt my feelings so bad. It's weird because I can't pinpoint like the whole taking back power thing, but like it's just to be is like so I think admirable, and like it's a really hard thing to do, but I think that's also something that I look for in a first date is like if you can just be. I've had men in their 30s be like, maybe if I just don't speak on a first date, they'll want to have a second date with me. I'm like, how about you just be? It doesn't even matter what we're saying or what we're doing because I want to get to know who you are really. That's why that comment that guy made bothered me so much. It's because like even if you didn't speak and you were so calculated in the way that you spoke or whatever, or you spoke slower so they could understand you, or you like they said something that hurt your feelings so now you're like in a bad mood for the rest of the date. It's like a second date at that point is so superficial. So like at that point just like don't see them again. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like unless you can like just be, it's doomed from the start. If you're just waiting for me to start every talking point, I'm gonna be tired.
Yeah, you have to like engage in
Yeah.
conversation.
Like one word answers, I'm like, okay, we're not getting anywhere
Sure.
here.
Like you gotta
We're
give me
not-
something to work with here.
Yeah, exactly. And I get that people are shy and like awkward and nervous, but like,
You're trying to like break the ice. Like you're doing your part.
yeah,
Yeah.
give me something. Trying too hard.
Oh
to
yeah. If you're
impress.
trying too hard to impress, you're not being yourself.
Yeah, it kind of goes along with the arrogance thing, I think. Well, you can kind of see through somebody trying too hard.
That's true.
Whether it's arrogance or whether it's nerves or whatever. But just calm the fuck down. That's why I like when drinks are involved sometimes. Like, I love when we can both have a glass of wine over dinner. That's my favorite. When you have too many walls up.
Oh, they're like super guarded.
Yeah, super. And I understand trauma. I understand
Mhm.
hurt. But, like, you gotta open up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, if you're on a date,
yeah.
like you should mentally prepare yourself to do that.
Right?
If
like,
you know you're
there's-
going on a date.
there's a certain degree of vulnerability you need to have for like a good date to
Mhm.
me. If there was none, I didn't have a good time. Or I don't want to see you again. Will you continue the night if you don't want to if you're like not having it? Will you continue the night or will you leave?
I'll continue the night probably.
You'll continue the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not getting a second date, but I'll continue the night.
Okay. I know this would be different if you like the person or if you don't like the person.
Mhm.
Are you going home with them after the date?
No.
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 Never. Even
No.
if you like them or not.
No.
Interesting. I feel it's really weird. It's again something I'm working on, but I feel like I'm a little bit more likely to go home with them if I don't like them.
More likely?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah. We've talked about that.
Yeah. I hate to say like it's like okay, just let me get what I want and then I'm gonna go and you're never gonna see me again. But like if I like you, I'm gonna see you again.
Mhm.
You know? So oh my god. Are you kissing them after the date?
Yeah.
Always?
Not
Whether you like
always.
them or not?
Not always. If I like them, yeah.
Okay, are you pissed off if they don't kiss you and you like them after the date?
A little pissed off, and also equally pissed off at myself because I also could have made that first move.
Okay, true.
You know.
True. My problem is I'm always making the first move. Like sometimes I think it's intimidating because even if I'm like playing the character all night that I'm like this prim little princess, I'm
Mhm.
gonna make the first move and then it's like off-putting and then it's just like weird and then I'm like Natasha, why did you do that? Like why did you do that? So like the same guilt is on the other end
Yeah.
too.
Because if it's like If I can kind of tell that they're struggling to make the first move, I'll make the first move.
Okay, true.
Yeah. And I want to also,
I
and I
think
want
that's
them to make that move.
That's like a control thing for me, maybe.
Oh.
I had a friend telling me once that she like went on a date with this guy, and then she kind of like started to lose interest because the couple days went by and he never kissed her.
Oh.
And I was like, I think that would happen to me too.
A couple dates, though, is kind of wild.
That's what
like
I'm
how
saying.
many dates?
That's what I was like 3.
3's a little crazy.
Yeah.
The first one I can understand. Second one, you should do it. The second one.
True.
Do it at the second one if you know there's gonna be a third one. Because by third one, it's like, what are we doing here?
Exactly.
Do you even like me?
Exactly. Like, are we friends?
Yeah.
Or what's
like,
going
are we just
on
hanging
here?
out?
I'm gonna be pissed off if you don't kiss me and I have to go back inside. Like, I'm gonna be pissed off. But I'm like criminal for going over after. So
like, no matter who it is, you'd be pissed off.
I think so because
Yeah.
it's like, why'd you even waste my time?
That's fair. Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Are you expecting them to pay?
Yes, we could split, but I'm not paying the whole thing. I'm not paying for the date.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know who Quenlin Blackwell is?
Yes.
Okay. Love that
Yes,
bitch.
I think she's funny.
I think she's fucking hilarious. I saw her, she was talking about on Dropouts how with females she's the muncher and
Okay.
with men she's the munchie.
Okay.
And I'm like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
With men, I'm a princess. And with girls, I am the man of the house. Do you know what I'm saying? Not
Yes.
the man of the house, but like
You're wearing the pants.
I'm wearing the pants. I'm wearing the pants. So if I'm out with a girl, I'm paying. 110% I'm paying. Like, there's no question about it. Whether I liked you, whether I didn't like you, I don't care. Just for me, I'm paying. With a guy, I'll offer to pay. I'll always offer to pay. I don't know why. That's a thing.
It's just
for
a nice
me.
thing.
But if you want to split, that's cool. I don't really care with a guy, but with a girl, I am paying. It's a masculine thing, I think. I kind of understand why men are kind of like, I'm paying and you're not. But it's not an argument with me for a female. So going along with confidence and getting ready for a first date, everybody has a playlist, a getting ready playlist to hype you up. So we thought it would be fun to go through some of the top songs from ours.
Fancy by Drake.
I was thinking that too. That didn't make my top, but that definitely, yeah. I don't know if you're gonna know this. It's definitely before my time, but I grew up with a teen mom. Bed by Jay Holiday.
I might know it if I heard it.
Girl changed into that Victoria's Secret thing that I like.
I think I know it.
That is my favorite
I think
song.
I know it.
He says, now stop, now let me repay you for the week that you've been through, working that 9 to 5 like you do, staying cute. And I'm like, no.
I'm now just realizing I have a lot of Drake on here. You probably won't know the song. Excess by Rina Sawamea.
No idea. Who
Give me
is
just
that?
a little bit. I don't know how to describe her other than she's like an Asian singer.
Oh, an Asian singer.
Yeah.
Like K-pop or
No.
like, no.
It's kind of like in the same vein as hyperpop, but not as hyperpop as like hyperpop could be.
Okay. Cuff It by Beyonce.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's also one of my top karaoke songs, but that just always gets me in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You
So-
need that before a date.
Exactly.
Mhm, before going out.
Yeah. I'll dance around to that one for sure.
I've Only by Nicki Minaj.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I like that one.
That's hilarious. Oh
I get
my
down to
God.
that one. I rap it to myself in the mirror.
Oh yeah, that's my daily. That's on my daily. This one's a little bit newer, but After Hours by Kehlani.
I think I know it.
Her new club anthem.
I thought she didn't write songs for the club.
She didn't, but now she does, and that one goes hard. And I'm big on like dance TikTok and dance Instagram, but like the dance studios posting videos of their dance.
Oh,
class
is it
and stuff
trending?
Like that. Yeah.
If it's
yeah.
trending, I probably have heard it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Probably.
Is
The
it?
beats in it are insane though. Like it's a dancing song. You know.
That's good for when you're getting ready.
Yeah.
Best I ever had, Drake.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A Needle by Nicki Minaj and Drake. That one gets me a little bit like frisky,
That one's off her new album, right?
which I need. Yeah. Pull up the Maybach, bend your leg back.
Is
I
that one the
need
one
that
where it's like
someday.
Island Girl to CEO?
Yes.
I know
Yeah.
that
That one.
Circus, Britney Spears.
I'm dead.
I love that song.
I'm
It's such a fun
dead.
song. Sometimes I'll listen to it when I'm driving and it's like I'm going over speed limit. Like I'm like would crash my car to that song.
Jump by Tyla, also
Mm-hmm.
newer, but that one makes me feel feral. It's kind of like Needle. I always said that Needle awoke like 2016 me again. Like it literally like Toxic Me was in a grave and it was like, but before Jump came out, it would have been Water.
Mhm.
That's my lucky song. But now it's Jump. That one makes me feel feral. Like absolutely feral.
Another Drake song with Fair Trade with Travis Scott.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That
Love
one
that.
also gets me like in my mirror pointing fingers at my invisible haters.
I'm dead.
Which gets me hype.
I'm dead.
So
Deli by Ice Spice.
That one's a fun song.
Obviously.
That's a fun song.
I need songs that are like gonna make me feel good about myself. Like I need like happy, fun, like good mood, like Because sometimes when I listen to songs like that, I get pissed off. Songs that are like too finger in the mirror, like I'm like, it like pisses me off. And I get
Really?
too like riled up that I'm too ready to like
You know
snip
what?
anything you say.
It does that to me too, but like energy wise, like I don't get mad. Like I don't get like snippy.
Okay,
Like any
true.
song that really gets my energy up, and then I can like take that energy and like
can't
transform
maneuver,
it into
I
like
can't maneuver emotions like that.
Oh, okay.
So I literally have a personality disorder.
Oh, for real? Rico Nasty.
I'm dead.
That song makes me feel like I'm 6'2".
I'm dead.
I'm only 5'1.5".
It's so weird how our getting ready playlists are like opposite to what how we actually present ourselves on that date. Because like yours is so aggressive, but then you're like, and then mine is like, and then I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Oh my god. Essence, Wizkid featuring Thames, or Free Mind by Thames. Those ones
Ooh,
are like
that one's a good one.
interchangeable.
Yeah. Free Mind is really chill.
Free Mind is a little bit more tied to a time that I don't want to remember, so that
Fair.
I'm a little bit more iffy on. Depends on the day, but Essence, I love that song.
Headlines by Drake. That song plays in the club. I'm on the table.
See, I have
I'm
a
on the counter.
different playlist for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just have one playlist.
Because like what gets me going for at the club is different than like how I need to prep for a date.
Really, me, it's just like an energy thing. Like I
Also
just
never
need
been on
to
a
prepare
date.
myself. Yeah, I've also
I'm like,
never. Yeah, I've
wait.
also never been on a date. So
It
who
might be
knows?
different.
It could be
when
different.
you-
Very
when
well
you-
could be different.
Yeah.
You know what? If I ever go on a date, I'll update you guys.
That's true. I really expected yours to be like Lover by Taylor Swift because what my playlist is exactly how I want the night to go. But I expected yours to be like Lover by Taylor Swift.
Well, I've never been
But
on
I
a
think
date.
it
You know what?
will
It
be once
will
you start
be,
going
yeah.
on dates.
We'll see. We'll see.
Hold You by Egyptian.
Oh, I love that
Always,
song. That
though.
song's
That song brings me back to like
that's summer.
yeah.
That's a good time. That's a
Yeah.
sunshine on your skin. This
Yeah.
is vitamin D seeping through your skin.
Yeah, that song makes me feel like okay, never Be Like You by Flume
Flume?
and Kai. Yeah, that one makes me feel like I'm on Molly. Like it gives me that
Understandable,
feeling.
yeah.
So it brings me right back to like a certain era that I like don't want to touch again, but it's nice to relive. And Hold You's the same thing.
Crazy in Love, Beyonce.
That's a good one.
That one will probably be on my
That's a
pre-date
good one.
playlist. Should I ever have a pre-date playlist?
Man Eater by Nelly Furtado.
Oh, that's a good one.
Exactly the mindset I like to be in when I go on dates with men, especially.
My last one is Endgame by Taylor Swift.
Okay. That's
That was more
How-
what you were thinking.
yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yes, exactly that. My last one is Location by Dave and Burna Boy. Again, kind of newer,
That one's fun.
but
I like
just
that one.
gets me in a good mood.
That is a song for a good mood.
Yes, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's all that we have for today. Thank you for watching and or listening,
Make sure you're following us on all of our socials at Harsh Worded Pod.
and we will see you next Saturday.
Bye.